Connor, how are we feeling?
So I'm going to do rapid fire here with these takes. So
Okay,
I've got a
go
handful
ahead.
of takes. Let's go with the one that I was kind of hinting towards earlier. UAB finishes with a losing record. Whether that's 2-10, 3-9, 4-8, 5-7, we'll see. But I do not see this team getting to 6-6. Missouri finishes with a winning record for the first time in the Eli Drinkwitz era. Missouri's kind of been hovering around 500 team these last few years, but they finished ultimately with a losing record. I think this is the year where they at least finish with a winning record. It's a really difficult schedule, a quality team though. So I'd watch out for the Tigers this year. I said last week that they would upset someone. They've already upset K-State, and I think they'll get at least a few more wins this year.
That was a big win for them, for their win total in the season.
Yeah, that was a game that they were circling on their schedule for the last several months. So yeah, watch out for the Tigers this year of Missouri. There's
Memphis Tigers. They're playing against Missouri this week. So
that's right, yeah.
Unfortunately, even though I love Memphis, it's going to be tight. I don't think they're going to win, but it's okay.
I'm looking forward to that game. It should be good. Battle of Tigers there. Also kind of like a renewed rivalry with those two this year. Let's go with potential paths. So this is kind of like what I look for in the in the preseason to see what teams are set up to do something that surprises people in hindsight, but the numbers suggest something different. Let's go with something that no one is looking at. Rutgers makes a bowl game. I think this team could get to maybe 5-7 or 6-6. If they finish 5-7, there's a potential chance for them to play in a bowl game because if there's not enough bowl-eligible 6-6 teams, the NCAA committee is going to pick the team with the highest academic progress rate. That just might be Rutgers.
Hey, we love some smart athletes.
Yeah, and I like how their schedule sets up. They're already 3-0. They're 3-0 against the spread. They play Michigan today. They're probably not winning that game, although they might cover the spread. We'll see. But I like how their home game set up for them. They got a legit defense, a few NFL players there. Let's go with another one. Oregon State starts the season either 9-1 or 10-0. I love how the Beavers' schedule sets up for them. They play Utah, UCLA, and Washington all at home. Oregon State has won 12 of the last 13. Oh, I'm sorry, they've won like 14 of the last 15 home games now, and they've covered in 15 straight home games.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this is a difficult place to play. The stadium now has more seats. It's going to be louder than it has been before. And something else, this is something to keep in mind if you're into win totals in the preseason. Their road games are manageable for the most part. Their most difficult road game outside of Oregon. They play Oregon the last game of the season, which is why I say 9-1 or 10-0 start before Washington and Oregon the last two games. Their most difficult road game outside of Oregon is at Washington State today. So if they can beat either Washington State or Utah, who's going to probably be without Cam Rising, this is a team to watch for. And then let's go with a couple of others. SMU and or Memphis has a slight chance of playing in the AAC championship game, as I mentioned. Remember, these two teams have been pretty good these last few years in the American. The difference was we had teams like Cincinnati and UCF and Houston in the AAC. They're no longer in the conference. So two of the teams that were best of the rest, now they have manageable schedules, and SMU avoids Tulane this year. Memphis gets Tulane at home. There are two teams to watch for this year if you're into win totals, or if you're into player props with Seth Hennigan, or if you're into potential paths to get to an AAC championship game. And then for Oklahoma, last one here, I think there's a potential chance for them to finish the season with double-digit wins. So this would be an Oklahoma team coming off of a losing record and then finishing with double-digit wins. So that would be some paths and some takes there for you.